Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we want to extend our appreciation to all the members of the media for helping us get this word out about locating Haleigh. A couple of things I wanted to talk to you about today was as you have probably seen, we moved a portion of our operation to the Emergency Operations Center here in Palatka. Early this morning, Sheriff Hardy and members of his staff went and spoke with both the mother and father of little Haleigh and explained to them the purpose of our move, and I'm going to explain that to you all in just a moment. After the sheriff spoke with the parents, they said that they were good with that and they were supportive of that, and we're going to continue to have contact with them during this ordeal. The purpose in us moving to the EOC was, as you know, we had pretty much taken over a neighborhood that was in close proximity to the crime scene. Those people have been very gracious, and we just felt like it was time for us to get out of their neighborhood because we've really they need to get back to some sense of normalcy there. They were very gracious, and we really appreciate that. The other purpose was that this facility here is conducive to emergency operations. They've got a lot of phone banks, satellites. We have a really good internet connection here, of course. So from a logistics standpoint, to continue our investigative portion of this operation, this was just a better location. Today, during our search, of course, EquiSearch was still here. They should be concluding their search today, and when they get through today, their portion and assistance to us will be concluded. They had about 170 volunteers, including their own support team. We had 130 law enforcement officers that participated today, and that included some certain areas that were just law enforcement specific because of neighborhoods and so forth. And the reason we used specific law enforcement officers for that was because one of our leads that came in, we just felt like that it was better to have law enforcement officers conduct those search areas. We did not have anything of significance that was located today on those search by law enforcement officers. We had about 40 law enforcement officers on the water today. That included some divers and boat operations. Nothing of significance was found with them. So overall, from today's activities, we didn't find anything of significance to the investigation. Tomorrow, what our plans are, we've got 2 more areas that we need to finish up, and that will conclude our ground search. We feel fairly confident that we have left no stone unturned. We have gone over the immediate area on Green Lane where our crime scene is. Again, we feel very confident that we have searched that area over and over and over again. We went back in there last night and did some things inside the residence. At this point, I'll take a couple questions.
Chief, just to clarify, you're going to search tomorrow and that will conclude search operations?
Well, what we're going to do is we've got some search teams on standby that we're going to keep on a short leash. We've gotten well over 500 leads that have come in. Some of those leads have been nothing more than maybe an ex-wife that's mad with her husband calling in and just making something up. Of course, we have to check everything out. Pardon me. 2 things that we really consider to be important. Of course, all those leads are done in order of priority. As you've probably seen some of our folks working inside the workstation over there, they're continuing to follow up those leads, and had some interviews today, and we will have some interviews tomorrow.
Okay, so just follow up. It sounds like 2 significant leads that you're working actively of those 500. Is that what you're saying?
No, sir. We've received well over 500 leads, and that could be anything from just somebody trying to get somebody in trouble that doesn't pan out, but we got to go talk to them.
What's the best working hypothesis you guys got to work with? What the best idea that you're working on now is what happened, where she's at.
Well,
What do y'all think?
Well, as we've said all along, we're continuing to follow these leads. We're not going to discuss with the media or the family any significant things that we're working on because we wouldn't want to do anything to jeopardize the investigation. But believe me, we're working on things.
So treat this as an abduction, or you're still?
We're still handling it as if it were an abduction because, as we've said early on, that brings out the highest level of response, and we feel like we get the best bang for our buck.
Have you talked to Chad Reynolds and the contestant around the Cal area?
We have not talked to Chad Reynolds. We do know about this. Chad Reynolds is a missing or absconded sexual predator from the Marion County area. Marion County Sheriffs Office does have a warrant for him, and they are actively pursuing him. It was told to us that he might have some connections or family ties to Putnam County. Florida Department of Law Enforcement went out yesterday and went to several locations, did talk to family members, and at this time we do not believe that he has any relation to this investigation regarding Haleigh.
But Chief, after tomorrow, after the 2 more areas that you'll search, after that, the ground search is over.
Well, the ground search is not over. We're just suspending those operations pursuant to any additional leads that come in. Again, we've got search teams on standby that we can deploy pretty rapidly to go check those out.
Where do you guys stand in the investigation?
Well, we're in day 6. As we said yesterday, we're just as enthusiastic today about it as we were on day 1. Our people are working just as diligently and as hard. Our partners with law enforcement, FDLE, and FBI they're sticking with us to the end.
What did you find? Let me ask you this. There was a Haleigh Anthony case. There was said to be some mistakes that were done in the search there. What did you guys, if you guys paid any attention to that, what did you learn to make sure that you didn't make the same mistakes as some of the folks down in those counties?
Well, we're not going to discuss their investigation. We're focused on Haleigh. The people that are here from the FBI and FDLE, Team Adam, they do this all the time. Unfortunately, they travel around to these incidents. So they have certainly advised us on things that we need to be doing. We're not comparing apples to oranges in whose investigations. We're focused on ours, of course, but the FBI and FDLE and Team Adam have given us some very good advice.
What resources are you looking to bring in if you haven't deployed yet?
Well, at this point, we've brought just about everything in shy of a C-130.
Have you used cadaver dogs?
Yes, we have.
Have you got any reports from out of state of her whereabouts?
No, we have not.
Do you have any particular places of interest that you haven't looked yet, or anything that you're honing on?
Well, early on when we decided, of course, we were going to search the immediate area, we started making plans for each day and outward. We have hit every place that we established early on. There's a lot of lovers' lanes, people that dump trash, in the area. We've checked all those. We've gone miles south of here to check places. Any possible place that we thought that there could be. We're looking everywhere. Pardon?
Are you stumped? I mean, you guys have a lot of resources out here, and day after day after day, you guys haven't found anything. If you have, you're not saying. So I guess the next question is, are you guys stumped?
No. As we said yesterday, we're frustrated just like everybody else is, and unfortunately, we don't have a crystal ball. And investigations this is not CSI. We can't wrap this up in an hour. We wish we could, but it's these men and women are working their tails off.
Did the cadaver dogs fit on anything that would make you go search a certain area?
They did, and we searched those areas, and there was nothing there.
Is there anything you can say about if you're investigating previous owners of those houses, like
We have started with, of course, the mother and the father, and they have been very cooperative with them, immediate family, and we've expanded out, and that's what we will continue to do. we're establishing a 30-day timeline, and that's what we're working on now from anybody who's had any contact with this child at all. So that's what we're continuing to do.
Can you talk a little bit about the house? I mean, because you were there last night. Or what, are you going to turn that house back over to the family now, or what?
We're going to hang on to the house for a couple more days, just to make sure. Once you give it up, you can't get it back.
In case you're looking at anything in there that evidence-wise, I mean, anything that shouldn't be there, or what are you doing in the house right now?
Well, of course, we're not going to discuss evidence and anything that we might have collected, but anything that we have collected, of course, has been turned over to the FDLE Crime Lab.
Can you explain the layout of the mobile home in perspective to where the bedroom is and to the back door?
It's just it's a standard double-wide mobile home. As far as the physical location of the bedroom to the back door, it's no, we really don't want to get into specifics about that. I'll take one more question.
Can you talk to the mother and father? Can you talk about what you're asking them, or what you still need to ask them, or you're going to talk to them again tomorrow?
We've been talking to them off and on since day one, and again, they've made themselves available. They've both been very responsible.
You understand the move, the scaling back, not scaling back, but the move to here?
Yes, and they're good with that. They understand. We explained to them about logistics. It's just a better place for us to operate out of. Thank you very much.
Last question: if you're not doing the ground search anymore tomorrow, what happens then? I mean, what do you?
Well, I've said it twice now. We're keeping our search teams on a short lead.
I know, but if you're not on the ground, where are you at?
Okay. There's no point in continuing to send these people out there. We're not sending people out there just to make a show. And we explain that to the media or to the family, and we'll say that to the media. We're just not sending people out there to make a show. At some point, we knew we were going to have to scale back if we didn't find anything. So, thank you very much.